Hey y'all. Okay. Um uh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Hello. Hello, Ali. Hi. So it's been a long time since I posted a video on YouTube. But I can't be telling people to go follow me on YouTube and I post nothing, right? Like that doesn't make sense. Um just kidding. Life is life, y'all. It be life. Um, what made me turn the camera on today was I needed to talk. It's bottom line. And I think it's important that when you are a person who is putting yourself out there to be heard, you shouldn't just put yourself out there to be heard when you feel like you got the answer or you want to make people look bad or or when everything is going good, because that's not life. And I think for a long time, from a performance mind, you only present yourself on stage or in the arena when you've practiced and it's perfect, right? And that thought process or that idea is spilled over into every area of life for me. And that's not healthy. It's not healthy. It causes more damage because you don't give yourself the human grace that is needed for life. And you also don't give other people grace to be human, to just be human. So, a couple years ago, the mantra that came up in my mind was, it's time to let go of performance. It's time to let go of performance. And I feel like now more than ever that mantra is asking for a response. Yeah, I charged the atmosphere and it said, all right, it's time to let go of performance, Manal. And so today is a good day to let go of performance. As you see, I am laying in my bed. Today is Wednesday. 3 days ago, I didn't look like this. 3 days ago, I didn't sound like this. 3 days ago, I wasn't ready to end my life, but I was ready to take a break from it, for sure. I live life with anxiety. And it's not this is what I was explaining to my son, actually. This is how I explained it to him. I said, everybody has anxiety. Anxiety is a part of life. You get a little bit of fear when you have to get on a roller coaster or when you did something you weren't supposed to do and you got to tell on yourself, or when you're trying something new and you don't know how it's going to turn out, or you're concerned about your ability to do well at whatever that new thing is. There's the little feeling of anxiety. I said everybody deals with that. I said, but when you actually have anxiety, that feeling in those moments is magnified. It takes over. And anxiety has just been taking over these last few days. I hate anxiety. I hate it. It is my Achilles heel. It is my thorn in my side. It is the one thing about myself that I would change if I could. Anxiety. And it's such a problem for me because you can hide it until you can't. It disrupts my performance. And it also is an irritant to me because I still have people that are even in my family who still don't believe that it's a legitimate thing, because it's not a broken bone. It's not breast cancer that, going through treatment causes you to lose your hair, get sick. It's not a burn where people can see it, right? It's this thing in your head that is there that affects your body, your decisions. It affects your behavior. And every now and then, when it's not managed appropriately, it can cause you to break. And when you break, I know for me, when anxiety hits me, I just want to just throw everything away, start over. Because I feel like people won't understand. I feel like business can't wait. I feel like my kid deserves something different. Sometimes something better. I get mad at myself because I can't control it. There is this, if anyone knows, when you are caught in a situation, your body goes into what is typically known as fight or flight, right? We know this, we hear this. But there's this other thing called, it's fight, flight, freeze, avoidance. People don't typically talk about freeze and avoidance. And so, like, my anxiety response to life is typically avoidance. Who wants to have an overwhelming amount of anxiety flowing through their body? Who wants to be on panic mode 24/7? So avoidance is a part of my maintenance plan for life, right? But when I'm triggered, I freeze. So what that looks like is I can't think, I can't talk, I can't process. There's no feelings. Everything is terrifying. Everything. It could be someone walking past you and trigger, I went through 4 years of therapy when I initially started having these panic attacks. And that 4 years of therapy was magical. I learned so much about myself. I learned about the things that trigger me. I learned how to help myself, how to communicate what I need when I'm feeling anxious, or if I'm having a panic attack, to communicate how to help me when I'm having a panic attack. Even understanding the recovery, what I need to recover. But now, years later, I'm at a space where there's no more avoidance. There's no more avoidance. If I'm going to have the life and the level of success that I desire, if I'm going to be financially secure and, build wealth, who doesn't want to do these things, right? If I want to operate at that level to accomplish those goals and even to be able to help more people, because the business is, for me, is to help people. I can't avoid the things that trigger me. So rip the Band-Aid off. Panic. Ticking time bomb. So I'm in bed right now on a Wednesday because I had to take the time to help myself. The things I tell people to do all the time. Take a break. Take some time to reflect. Do some things for you. Go get help when you need it. Find your people who won't judge you, but who will step in to support you when you need it. Because people need people. Even Manal. And after having 3 panic attacks in 2 days, I walked myself into a hospital. And I told them I'm not okay. And thanks to 4 years of really good therapy, I was able to tell them why I wasn't okay, how I knew I wasn't okay, and I could communicate what I was ready for. So I'm getting ready to start a journey of intense therapy. It's exciting to me because I know what 4 years of therapy did to get me this far. So having 3 weeks to reset my life, my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul. I'm ready for it. I know where I'm trying to get to. I know where I am getting to. I know where I've come. I know where I've come from, how far I've come. And I'm a person that needs people. We're not meant to do this life alone. And the more challenging your life, the bigger you're trying to build it out into being, the more you need people. And the more you need to be in tune with yourself and taking care of you. So I pressed pause on the world this week. Doctor's orders, recommendations, but also my request, because I am also worth getting what I need in order to be in this life and operate at the level that I desire to operate at. So, taking a little bit of time to get me in order so I can still do all the things. because I'm ready. So I hope that anyone who presses play on this takes a second to think about what it is that they need in order to keep going and reaching their goals. Even if your goal is to maintain what you have, that's a noble goal. This world is not an easy place to live in, but we have to mold it into what we need and what we want. And depending on where we started, some of us have to work a little bit harder. So take some time for yourself. Don't let your mind and your body have to break down before you pause and take care of yourself. I'm going to be jumping on here a little bit more often because I know I'm not the only one. I know that my son is not the only one who's growing up with a parent who battles with anxiety or any other challenge, whether it be depression, whether it be schizophrenia, whether it be adulting. So, we need to talk, y'all. I need to talk. So let's talk. Peaceful Wednesday, y'all. Reset week. Bye.